Hello everyone, I am back, not with the campaign diary, but with the second too long didn't watch for the second campaign diary, The Killer and Me. So let's get started, do this quick, let's do it dirty, go! The party escapes the collapsing mansion that is at the bottom of the Fort Platino. They meet with Carlisle again, who is their initial bandit contact in the town of Still Tower. He seems nice, the party likes him. They go back to the town of Still Tower and they talk to Busy, the local meadery owner, and they ask her about the town of Still Tower and they ask him about Foreman Biggledew and the magic dagger. She says that Biggledew is buried probably at the graveyard up north. He was hunted down by the National Police 115 years ago. The National Police became the Imperial Confessory. Some of them go to the graveyard, they get ambushed by undead, they disturb the grave of Biggledew. Dryden, the ranger, does his doctor stuff and determines that the body, the skeletal remains that are in the grave are not Biggledew. The party's back at the inn. They meet with Erky Timbers, the paladin and local gravekeeper. They talk to Busy and to Erky about what's going on in Still Tower, and they both swear up and down that Lord Still Tower is up to no good and things are bad here. The Lord of Still Tower, Future Still Tower, comes to the inn to get his dinner, kind of stares down the party, and there's an awkward, awful moment where nothing is said. Lord Still Tower leaves and no confrontation or escalation happens. Gilly asks Vasilia about augmentation, about how to, since she's lost half her hand, how to replace parts of your body. He informs her it is dwarven technology. The party heads back to Cragmandu, the capital that's south of Still Tower where they've been. Justice and Selena go to the Whisper House to inquire about Lord Still Tower and to ask the local keeper of the Whisper House about Biggledew and the dagger. Keeper waves Justice and Selena off of the story about Biggledew, but is willing to help them with Still Tower. It is also at this Whisper House where they first hear about the Son of Storms, the Goliath revolutionary that is causing all sorts of trouble in the Glide, the province that's next to the province that they're currently in this country. The party has a meeting about what they might do about Still Tower, and they basically decide they're going to journey north and investigate it eventually once they have some free time. On their way to Crafter's Keep, Justice sees the woman from his visions that he had in the mansion, and he confronts her in the inn that she's staying in. She reveals herself to be Duke LaCroix, a merchant from Solitude, and she says she is using Justice. She used him to destroy the airship that went down prior to the end of the campaign, and she is now using him again through a series of Gaius and Modify Memory to keep an eye on Silvelius. And if Silvelius goes for the blade, Justice's Gaius will trigger, and he will have to kill Silvelius. She ends that conversation by modifying his memory and probably placing another Gaius spell on him. They go to the local duke, the Duke of Narshley. He is the Lord of Cragmandu and the head of the Narshley province, and he is the descendant of King of all Gnomes. The party attends a cocktail reception and a private concert put on by world-renowned international superstar Morgan and her accompanying act Glitch. The party also meets the Creightons, who are the Archduchess Angela Creighton and the Lord Paramour of the Stone Marsh, Axel Creighton, who are the power couple who lead the southwestern territory of the Stone Marsh, who are responsible for the harshest laws around Warforged conscription. During Glitch and Morgan's respective performances, the party and other partygoers are unknowingly enthralled. During Morgan's set, the party, with the exception of Silvelius, are enthralled, enchanted, charmed by her, and the Grand Duke of Midrim, a lord of another province, is assassinated. The importance of this Grand Duke and why he was assassinated is not particularly clear to the party at the time. While all this is happening, Justice and Selena dipped out of the party and made their way to Bigglesdew's quarters. Bigglesby was the housecarl of the Grand Duke of Narshley, and they saw his dagger and they put together that this is Biggledew in disguise. So they go to his quarters during the party and they confront him. He follows them there because he's super paranoid and he sees them. They get into this crazy fight. Enforcer Phanos is the bodyguard of the Duke of Narshley, confronts them as well because all the magical alarms and whatnot. A crazy big fight happens and the session ends in a fiery, chaotic way with one room on the other side of the castle being set ablaze and a high-ranking official of the Gashari Republic being assassinated in the other part of the castle. And that's how the session ended. The Killer and Me. Done.